This is a fun, quick clip. This is a black woman. I don't know what the she's doing. I guess she's in a sporting goods store, and she's got a compound bow and an arrow in her hand, and she's trying to figure out how the heck does this work. For having invented everything, it's amazing how little their understanding of devices are. Here she is, though, a black woman trying to work a compound bow. Watch at your own risk. And she doesn't realize she's holding it backwards. She thinks somehow if she does this and lets go, the arrow's going to somehow fly forward. Like she's looking forward when she does that. She's not understanding how a simple bow works, where it has to be pulled, and when released, the arrow will go this way. She somehow is pushing, thinking when she lets go, the arrow somehow is going to go in the direction she's pushing. And then when it kind of goes to the back, she looks very boggled by it. Now I understand the compound bow is a more modern take on the traditional bow and arrow. But the principle is the exact same thing. You are storing energy. In the old bow, it was you're storing energy in the bow itself. And it was, the more energy you wanted, the further back you had to pull it. It got harder to pull back. Then the compound bow, with the use of these cams, made it easier to pull back. You're storing up all that energy, but you didn't have to pull back as hard. And so the principle is the same, though. Energy stored and released, the arrow goes forward. I have to assume one of the first 3 weapons ever invented. I have to. A rock. We got to give it to the rock. If you just pick up a rock and you're mad at someone and just cave their head in, that caveman knew. He was like, I'm keeping this with me. And then the club, I would gather. A club. A lot like a rock, but once that rock got a little bloodied, it could slip out of your hand pretty easy. With a club, you got a little handle and then the top, and you could hit someone. And then different variations, probably put the rock on the club, tied it on there, and now you're just like, fucking, this is awesome. Then I guess a spear would be number 3, just taking a spear and throwing it. Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
Hello, I'm Gavin McInnes.
And together we're Compound Censored.
And we would like you to subscribe with this deal using this promo code right below me right now.
Do it, because it's very entertaining. But then number 4, it's got to be. Like, how the fuck, that spear, it's so big. Maybe we can make a little spear. I don't know. It doesn't go as far. It doesn't hit hard. It doesn't do anything. What if we can make it go really fast? How do you do that? And then someone comes up with I'm going to say thousands upon thousands of years old, the bow and arrow. And there she is in 2025, the mother of civilization, the inventors of everything, holding it backwards and putting an arrow in, and hopefully no one's behind her. She can't work it. She doesn't know how it works. Well, maybe that's why they use guns so much. I don't know. Maybe. Carnival Cruise the latest Carnival Cruise fight. You know how I love these. Carnival is just, they tried. They put out some statement, said, we are not going to play rap music in the clubs anymore. They play like Caribbean or reggae and stuff like that to satisfy their clientele of predominantly black people. But the rap music, it seems, when you'd get in a club on the ship and rap music plays, you just feel like beating people up and stomping on their heads. So instead of realizing that, maybe changing behaviors, they just said, Carnival be racist. Meanwhile, they're trying to run a business. They're trying to run a fucking business here. And you guys, you've adopted them as the official cruise line of black people. And now they're just going, oh, God, can we just fucking get a break? So here it is. The latest, I hear this one was over pizza or something. I don't even know. Let's watch. Literally, ooh, ooh, ooh. Where's security? Where's security at? I've never in all my days on a cruise, I didn't even see a person acting impolite. Everyone I saw on a cruise was so gracious. Not just the staff. Like the people that are on vacation want to have a good vacation. And we're all, no pun, on the same boat. So you're cordial to each other. Oh, are you using that lounge chair? Oh, no. Oh, go right ahead. No. Great day, huh? Yes, it is a great day. I've never seen an inkling of anger or anything. I lost a couple of key hands at blackjack in the casino. But aside from the casino, I may have yelled some words out that were inappropriate. But I think they expect that. I'm a big roller, high roller, big whale on the ship. But I mean, everyone. And the staff couldn't be nicer and everything. It's just, I don't understand how that would happen unless you're a group of people that have to fight at the drop of a hat. It just has to happen. If there's more than 3 or 4 in the same place, shit is going to pop off, even on vacation on a cruise ship. You think the staff, especially the security guards that have to be on these Carnival Cruise, you think it's like they're shipping out, like the military when, your ship is going overseas to go into a theater of combat? And you're like, I hope we make it back. Hope everything goes like they set sail and they're just like, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And security's got to jump in with these sweaty fucking pigs and pry them apart because someone, took the last slice of pizza and another one's being cooked and you didn't want to wait? It's astounding. On a cruise. I don't know. I'll never get on a cruise ship again. Not getting me on a cruise ship. Because even the good ones, I've seen shit pop off on Royal Caribbean and Norwegian. Videos, not nearly as much. But I don't know, since they lowered the prices, because let's be honest, that's what it is. Anytime something's cheap to do, it attracts some people that might not be there for the same reasons you are. Just happens. So cruises are off the list unless they jack those prices back up where they were. They ain't doing it. The world of AI, I've been talking about artificial intelligence. It's getting insane. It's getting very frightening as to how real life the videos are. There's still a few things going on that you can tell it's AI, but it's getting harder and harder every day. They're putting new videos out that just look like videos. These historical videos that they're putting out of Martin Luther King and Kennedy, where they can make the film look old or the video look a little like the tracking's off a little bit or something. And that covers up some of these artifacts that make it easy to tell if they're AI. And they've been having so much fun with Sora. That's the internet company, the AI company that's really putting out some amazing stuff. Here's a couple more. Here's Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers is featured a lot. There's Mr. Rogers, JFK, Martin Luther King. Those three are like all the time. They're on every AI, a cluster of AI videos you see. They're in it. New ones. MLK yelling, "I have a dream," and he doesn't know what the dream is, or he's babbling, or he's dreaming of something that Martin Luther King wouldn't dream of. But this is Mr. Rogers and Tupac, who have become AI buddies. They have a few videos together. And this one, finally, Mr. Rogers is smoking up with Tupac.
Start with the paper like this, open side up, little pinch of leaf right in the
making
center.
a tiny blanket for
Exactly. Then you shape it, roll it back and forth, tuck with your thumbs, little lick.
It's neat, like
and
wrapping
seal.
a gift.
Oh, my. You good, Mr. Rogers? I'm all right. Just a little more smoke than I'm used to. Take your time, neighbor. Ain't no rush. Thanks, friend.
You know, if God made it, I'm good with it. Thanks, Tupac.
I mean, that looks pretty fucking good. Tupac, that's Tupac back from the dead. And Mr. Rogers smoking weed. I think some of the family, the family of MLK, his grandson or something, has come forward and said, he doesn't like this. You got to stop. It's disrespectful. It's, whatever. But I find him funny. I find these things very funny. Here's one. This one, I think, is MLK. Right? Yeah, here he is. Here's another MLK. And, oh, yeah, this guy's popping in there a lot, too. The Down syndrome guy is popping up in a lot of AI videos. Watch this.
We are gathered here today because the idea of freedom cannot be chained by the hands of time.
Peanut butter!
Got it. All right, son. Thank you. Let's give him a hand. Now, we are gathered here today.
Peanut butter! The voice. I mean, the fucking voice is AI. And that was a spot on MLK. It even has that little, cause he had this, it wasn't a lisp, but the way his mouth was shaped, his S's would, and it fucking gets it. It fucking gets that. The little subtleties that they're starting to get with AI is wow. Wowie wow. And again, I'll say it, that's the worst one you'll see. That's the worst one. It's only getting better by the day. This used to be monthly, maybe at most. You'd look and go, oh, this is a new AI company, or this is a new version from Kling or something, another AI company. And you go, whoa, that looks good. Now, daily, these videos put out every day. They're putting these out, and I'm stunned. They're just getting better by the day. So where this leads, well, I don't know. But if history has taught us anything, it won't be good. It won't be a good thing. Artificial intelligence. And it does teach itself. It is learning. We teach it also. It needs that. Remember in the olden days when they would talk about computers and our computers, do they have this ability over time to replicate human thought or actually have their own thoughts, become a sentient entity? And that was always the thing, because the comeback was, well, a computer can only do what we tell it to do. It only knows what we want it to know. So we have to feed it the information, and then it has to work off of that, its programming. And that worked for a while, but the new generation of AI computing, that's because what do? You know, we're born into a world and we grow up, we learn things, we get our opinions and pretty much become who we are. A portion of it obviously is genetic, which would be the hardwiring of a computer. But a lot of who we become is because of what we've taken in, our programming. And computers were so limited back then that people thought, yeah, well, we put that in, that's all it's going to do. All it can think about is what we tell it to think about. If we give it a problem to solve, we already have to have given it the ability to come up with a solution for it. The computer itself won't just go, oh, there's the question they're asking me. How do I answer it? They haven't put math into my computer yet. So 1 + 1, I don't know what that is. Well, computers now, just like people, gather information from around you, from the world, from more places than you can as an individual human being. So all the knowledge you have the potential of getting, a computer can already get it by itself. It doesn't need the person to feed the information to it anymore. It is linked up to the knowledge centers all over the world for anything. So you ask, Grok or ChatGPT, you ask them a question, they are culling that answer from so many sources. And they know what would be something that is a reliable source and what isn't. And they put together an answer for the question you had. No one directly put in the question or here's the answer to it, or it's coming up with its own answer. Now, a lot of people would argue that it lacks the divine spark of man, human consciousness, the thing that makes us human, even though we're just kind of a goopy computer. How important is that? How important is that when you're asking, is a computer a thinking, sentient thing, a being? It's not like us, obviously, but that doesn't mean it's not a being of some sort. It's thinking on its own over here. I'm going to tell you. A little frightening. Some Vicodin talk for you. Vicodin reminds me a little of weed. It's got like a weedy buzz to it where you're just kind of like, hanging out. Fucking hanging out, man. Oh. Let's see. This is a good one. This is a off-duty cop. Sometimes these people, they just don't understand who they're fucking with. Fuck around, find out. This is absolutely a case of fuck around, find out. There seems to have been a road rage incident, and the car, the cop, the off-duty cop, is in the vehicle with the dash cam, and he gets into a little thing with the car in front of him. It seems like the car in front of him is not letting him get in or something. It's definitely the car that was in front of the guy, the cop that was inciting the road rage. So there's some contact to the vehicles, nothing big, little tap. And the thug, the black guy, gets out of the car and confronts the off-duty police officer, who's very fat. It's a very fat guy. And from there, I will let the video do the talking. Nice brake checking him.
Fuck are you doing?
Oh yeah, this is the guy. He came around him. Oh, instead of getting behind him on the cones, he passed around him right at the end. That guy gets in.
I'm in the fucking lane.
Oh, he hit. Oops. Oops. Black guy pulls a pistol. Oh, is it over? Oh, oops. Nope. Aw, guy tried. Should have stayed where he was. Yeah, the black guy comes out and hits him with his pistol. And the off-duty cop goes, oh yeah? How about this? How about I put a few shots in you? That is crazy. Go to the confrontation part again, because that's nuts. And that's what happens. You don't know. This dumb fuck. First of all, hold on a second. This guy gets out of his car, and he don't know who he's dealing with. But I'll tell you what he thought, because he's probably done shit like this before. He thought he'd go up to this dumb fat white guy, take his pistol out, pistol whip him, and the guy would back down. Hey, what are you doing? I don't think he was expecting him to draw on him and put a few holes in him. But that's exactly what happened. Watch the shenanigans again. The way this cop, too, he turned his back on the guy for a second, which, you know. Right here.
I'm in the fucking lane.
Awesome. Yeah, he pops out with the gun in his hand. He was summarily dispatched.
Stay down on the ground.
Took him out. Don't have to worry about him no more.
Stay on the ground.
And that happened a while, not a long time ago, but a few weeks, maybe a month, something like that. They were not releasing the dash video. And then the family, of course, demanded the release of the video. And they watched it. And there's a news story on this very thing. Yeah, let's watch the news story.
Well, good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Natalie Shepard.
I'm Jessa Brycebeck. Hope you're having a nice Friday night. Our top story tonight, the family of a man shot and killed by an off-duty Milwaukee police officer is speaking out in a way you may not expect.
It happened around 8:30 yesterday morning near 47th and Mill on the city's north side, killing 26-year-old Elijah Wilkes. Now, at first, there seemed to be conflicting stories between MPD and alleged witnesses, but now the family and their lawyer say the video seems to speak for itself.
Adam Reif joining us now live in studio for a closer look at what they saw and their reaction. Adam.
Interesting.
Well, Natalie and Jessup, this video not yet released to the public, but unequivocally and to a person, Elijah Wilkes' family members accepted he was at fault. They mourned his death and also his actions today and urged others to not make the same mistakes.
We will acknowledge that we do believe that this officer-involved shooting was justified.
Early and often, Elijah Wilkes' family and their attorney acknowledged the 26-year-old made a bad decision that resulted in his death Thursday morning.
I don't think I've ever come before and did a press conference and said this.
Elijah's mother, Pamela Bond-Slater, and their attorney, Beivry Lamar, watched the video twice Friday at MPD headquarters. Lamar said it showed Wilkes aggressively cut off the officer's car, causing the officer to hit Wilkes' car. They each pulled over and got out. They spoke, then Elijah pulled out a gun.
He does slap the off-duty officer with the firearm. The video does depict Elijah pointing the firearm at the off-duty officer, and the off-duty officer did respond, what we believe, in accordance with his training.
The officer fired several shots. Elijah ran to the front of his vehicle. When he popped up, the officer fired more shots.
He made a bad decision yesterday, and unfortunately, it came with dire consequences.
Wilkes' mother was too distraught to speak, but other family members did.
I would also like to thank the Milwaukee Police Department for their transparency and their professionalism.
No matter the fault, they're grieving the loss of a son, grandson, nephew, and brother.
My brother was all I got, for real. Like, that's my only sibling. And now he's gone.
They said the city needs to heal and wanted to speak up to discourage any community unrest.
He made a decision that he should not have made.
God,
Lamar said it was
that.
unlikely they'd pursue legal action.
Once we got an opportunity to actually see the video, there weren't many questions. We had clarity as to what actually transpired.
The officer involved has not been identified, but is still recovering from injuries. Now, per MPD policy, the video of this incident will be released to the public within 15 days. And Natalie and Jessup, the family and the attorney, are asking for the full 15 days to give them more time to grieve.
Well, that video certainly made an impression on
can't
them. Made things pretty
breathe.
clear. Adam, thank you very much for that report tonight.
There you go. Amazing. I will say that is the first time I've ever heard a family coming forward and saying that, yeah, their fucking little thug fucked up. Made a bad choice. Yes, you did. And they realize that's the way it should be with all of these cases. Instead of Ben Crump coming out, we are pursuing legal action. We demand the firing of the police officer that murdered this young man who was just pistol whipping someone while black. That was his crime? Pistol whipping while black? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. It's refreshing to see. But they're probably missing out on some ghetto lotto, you know? Because in any of these cases, they'll make money. The fat white dude, the black, young black man, his whole life, he had his whole life in front of him. Anyway, well, probably not having a dad might have given him this impression of himself that he could just go around and smash someone in the face with a gun with no consequences whatsoever. Having a dad is a good thing like that. You do stupid shit and your dad gives you a little fucking smack. What are you doing? Imagine talking like that. You know, you talk, you mouth off in front of your father. Your father will let you know. And then you realize, oh, that's the way we're supposed to operate in a society. I can't just cut someone off, get out of the car pissed off, and smack him with a gun, and then just hop back in my car and drive away. But he learned that lesson post-mortem. Post-mortem. There you go. Good for him. He learned something. So if you enjoyed that clip,
then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.